TMJ dysfunction is defined by me as the breakdown and then remodeling of the structural components of one or both jaw joints. I would estimate, based on my experience with thousands of TMJ patients, that very close to 100% of the time, this happens because of persistent compressive force applied by the muscles to the joints, which exceeds the tolerance of the joint structures. Now, our bodies are dynamic and responsive, and the body will almost always attempt to alter the configuration of the joint structures to better meet the functional demands of the system. So when it comes to the jaw joint structures, we have to try to find a balance. If we don't ever put any stress or strain on our jaw joint structures, they'll become fragile and less mobile. But if we put too much stress on these structures, they get damaged and start to break down. When you clench your teeth together, even if it's not very hard, the forces from these really powerful chewing muscles can put a tremendous amount of strain on the teeth and on your jaw joints. And if the way your teeth fit together, which is what I would call your bite or habitual closing position, what most dentists would call the occlusion or sometimes maximum intercuspal position, if that doesn't line up with the optimal ball-in-socket configuration of both jaw joints simultaneously, then your jaw muscles will put stress and strain on the ligaments that hold the joint structures together and on that structure that acts like a cushion between the ball and socket, the articular disc. So if we want to prevent or overcome TMJ problems, we have to be able to control the forces to allow these structures to heal and repair. And then we have to find your functional balance. There are several conservative ways this can be done. Number one, in my opinion, is a bite splint or orthotic. But it's important that you and your dentist select the right one for your particular problem, and it's important that it's made well. I've made a few videos on that. The one that I would recommend is called the 4 types of mouth guards, and I'll put that in the description below. The reason I listed this first is because most of us clench and or grind our teeth intermittently during sleep. And if you really want to protect your jaw joints and your teeth, you have to wear some sort of mouth guard during sleep. Number 2 is awareness. Most of us just aren't aware of how frequently our teeth come together during the day. And if you're holding your back teeth together at all, even if it's not that hard, like I said before, those muscles can really do a number on your jaw joint structures over time. So if you happen to notice at any point during the day that your teeth are touching together, even if it's lightly, just become aware of that and notice what you're doing and what you're feeling and what you're thinking about. Then let your teeth come apart a little bit. Take a deep breath in through your nose, expanding your abdomen, and then exhale through your mouth like you're blowing on a candle flame, but not quite hard enough to blow it out. Number 3 is mindful chewing. Most of us don't think at all about the mechanics of chewing. We just throw some food in there and then the chewing happens automatically. But if you're having TMJ problems, it can be very helpful to slow down and pay attention to which teeth come into contact when you chew. Notice if it feels better to chew on the right or the left or both sides simultaneously. And for a while, try to choose foods that aren't that difficult to bite into and chew. And of course, I have all this outlined in detail in my mobile app called TMJ Rehab. If you're having some TMJ problems, I would strongly encourage you download it. So I hope you found some of this information helpful. As always, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to share with your friends. I'm Dr. Jeff Dolgus, and I'll see you next time.